Hey YouTube, today I'm going to show you some of my favorite 3D prints. I'll talk to you about my next Fusion to 3D print project of a DeWalt mini blower, and then I'm going to share what I feel about the last 3 weeks on YouTube. Hey YouTube, welcome back to the channel. So in full disclosure, I have printed dragons. Although there's not very much meat on them, but they're really cute. This one I like especially. This was a skull and crossbones. Like that. And then they got the ribs on the side. And then, yeah. And then the tail. Yeah, that looks good too. That was kind of unique. I didn't see it anywhere else. It doesn't have an egg. But, yeah, I really like the detail in it. But anyway, yeah, I printed a few. I learned very quickly that that wasn't going to make my retirement very quick. I mean, you can go to a flea market and you can, set up there very cheaply, actually $20 to $40, and then make probably $600 or $700, $800 a day. We made, I know, $900 over 2 days, but we only stayed like 4 hours each time. But we found that that's not what we wanted to do. So I've started picking up Fusion and been going ever since from there. One of the main things is just looking around and seeing what needs to be changed and what's there. And if you can't find a file that it actually fits what you're doing, then you have to create. And just to give you a for instance, these are little holders for 4-inch sanders, the orbital sanders. This is a perfect unit. There is nothing I can do to improve this unit. I mean, you could put 2 more holes in it, but the unit that goes in it is just a pound or two. But yeah, you can't really improve anything like that. And that's what I look for, is things that I can improve. Right now I'm working on from one of these. This goes on a large CNC machine, and it's a saddle that the machine comes in and pulls large chucks off of it that have different router bits. And these can be made on the 3D printer. But no one's making them anymore. Well, they're making them in China, but no one's making them here in America. And this unit is 15 years old. But the machining is still widely available here in the US, used, and is used all the time. I use it at work every day. But what I wanted to do with it is take it and change it into one of these, which is just holders that go on the benches that we can put all of our chucks on. But so I've done some changes and took the measurements from the other piece and applied it to this, and then applied it to what I wanted. It took several tries. So this may be like version 3.1. But that's good enough, and that's what I'm looking to do. Something like that, it's not very expensive individually, probably 50 cents, but we'd print a bed of 6 stacked right next to each other, and so $3, and you sell a set of 6 for 20, 25 bucks for something like that. You're not going to sell a million of them, but you're going to sell some. And again, every file is another sale. It's just another sale that you're going to have. And one of my other favorite files is the water hose holder. And this one was on Bamboo Labs, but it doesn't fit my particular hose. So I did some measurements, and I came up with this type of unit here that I've already got mounted up, and I couldn't find anybody else that had done it. So I'll probably wind up selling something like this. I thickened the wall up to last a lot longer. You could do it in PETG, but ASA is probably going to be your better bet, something that's really going to last a long time. But yeah, I love it. I hate bending down to pick up a hose to wash off my motorcycle and then put it back down and then do something and then pick it back up. It's mounted right next to the post where I'm washing the bike, so it's been a real nice change for an old guy like me. Another thing I love is these drill holders. I've got them mounted at work now, as you can see, and they do great. But the problem with them is I like to use a long bit like this and into my little impact wrench. But when you apply that into it, it goes all the way through. And it's so, I mean, it's, yeah, that's kind of annoying. And if you got a wall there, which most people do behind their cabinets, that's not going to work. So, and even the length of the drill is longer than this. So this needs to be lengthened out, and then we need to do something with the bit. See, this can be changed. This can be changed enough in a way. If you show your work from beginning to end on Fusion, you can copyright this and do it yourself and sell it. It's yours. It's your file. That's the copyright laws. $65 online, $120 if you do it by paper. But anyway, we're going to make it longer. You can't have your bit in there. There's no way you can do that. So what you want to do is be able to take the bit out and have it so it can clip right here. So we can come in and put a magnet here and here, and it would just clip and hang right next to your drill. The drill would be all the way in flush, so this would stick out just far enough to grab it. Or you could have it so we just go ahead and just insert the hole and have a magnet set in the back where it would just come in and just hit the magnet at the back and hold it itself like that inside. But that's what you're looking for. You're looking for a file to make. You can copy other things. You can improve other things, and that's what makes the copyright. You don't believe me, look it up. That's what I do. So what else I got? I got so much stuff on my desk. Well, I think that's pretty much it. You've seen the last part for the router. That worked out great. I did want to show you this. I got this off of Bamboo Labs. Whoever the guy is, I need to look it up and leave a link, and I'll try to do that. But look at the detail. The detail in this little lighter cover. I love it. And he got one for Harley Davidson. He's got one for different ones. And the lighter is, you know, nice and is in nice and hard. But once it's in, it's for an older person like me, it just makes it easier to hold. And I don't have to, I don't know. Maybe it's me. I just got bad hands. But the detail on it's just awesome. I like the Batman one too. That was pretty cool. I don't know who did that one. That was a different one from this guy. This guy does all of them in the square, and then that's his little initials in there. Ooh, you can't even see that shit. There you go. MPS. But I like his work. Not very practical, but it's his work. It's good, and that's what he wants to do. So next on my list, I believe, is the DeWalt project that we got going on. I am working on a DeWalt mini blower kit, and then what I'm going to do is just an upgrade. At my work, we use compressed air to push sawdust across the floor. The floor is nice and slick. The sawdust is in pretty chunky, unless it's MDF or something like that. But most of the time, it's when I'm blowing, it's like blowing snow across ice. If you ever seen that, it just kind of slides over into one place. We can maneuver it. But using the compressed air at work, it really puts a load on the compressor. And what we want to do is try to reduce that load on the compressor, and that way everybody has air, and it reduces the wear and tear on the unit itself. So I picked up one of these blowers. It's going to be in on Monday, and what I'm looking to do is modify it in a way where it will last all day. I have used one before. I found that the fat batteries for the 20 volts that come with some of the aftermarket battery charging kits last a long time. They last an hour or so, but I'm constantly using that blower. And what I want to do is flip it from high down to low and condense the air that's coming through it into a little tube. and that's what's printing in the back. So we'll check that out on Monday and Tuesday and see if we can do a little video on that project. It also needs an inlet vent because I'll be sitting there and I'll run it up against my leg and it'll just close off the vent and I'll lose all the air. So we'll knock it against my leg and it still be able to get air. What else I got today? One other STL file I'd like to improve is these mounts holders for the track saws. These are great little tools. It was one of the first things I printed. And what's so great about them is you print them all in one piece. As soon as you print it, you can just turn that little locking mechanism and it works. But the trouble is with it, you have to take two hands in order to get it out. You have to hold it the track saw with one hand and reach over and turn the little lock mechanism and pull that off. And then if you have to do the other side, then you have to do that one too. And when you come back, if they flip down, you got to flip them back up and put them in. I would rather just go in and it clip in and then use my thumbs to unlock it and just pull it off. So I'm going to come up with something with that. So that's going into Fusion sometime this week too. But that's really all the STL files that I've got so far. But all you have to do is just look around. Something you use every day, you can improve and you can make money on it. You don't have to sit there and buy it from some other country. All you have to do is just go buy a printer. You can get a nice Centauri for $200. You can get the Centauri Carbon for $300. So that's the thing to do. This finished one while you were listening to me ramble on. This is the little nozzle is going to go on the end of the blower. We'll see how that works. Like I said, I want to keep it on low. I don't want to sit there and blow real loud or blow real hard. I just want to move sawdust across the floor. And hopefully that'll work first time, version 1, right? Last thing is YouTube. I've been with you for 3 weeks, YouTube. You fooled me. I watched all the videos, and I spent months getting ready. I had probably 15 or 20 different content videos I wanted to do, about this and about that. And I thought that would take me a month to do that, just to get first 10 done. But I didn't have to worry about anything because nobody was going to be watching me. That's what they kept telling me. Nobody's going to watch you. Make that video. No one's going to watch it. Make 10 videos. No one's going to watch it. Third day, you guys were watching, and I appreciate your support. It makes me want to work harder. So in 3 weeks, what I figured out is YouTube wants real people doing real things. You want real people doing real things. You want to see your future in someone else and see how you can get to a point in your life. And I think that's awesome, YouTube. I don't know what I'm printing next, but I hope you're printing it with me. And I appreciate every one of you. If you liked the video, please give me a like. If you found something that you want to talk to me, please comment. I try to answer all of them. But until next week, thanks, YouTube.